I will share a secret with you today. There are two major areas of improvement you should consider when you move up the ladder to a VP position or above. They are business building skills and influencing skills. What's the problem? What's the biggest problem in those areas? The biggest problem is that you will be blindsided. If you don't know the skills, you will feel that the market is not responsive, the people are stubborn, people don't understand you, don't listen to you. But that's not the case. The problem is you. You need to change, you need to improve, you need to understand what is the approach, what do you do wrong, and what you don't do, the most importantly, what you don't do that enables your success. And so many people struggle to figure it out on their own for years and can't. They cannot make a buck, they stay in their positions for years, they work hard on the things that do not make any difference, and they wondering why they're not progressing, why their business is not growing, why their career is not growing. Well, the career is not growing because you are not working on the things that you need to be working on. And one of the most important things here is to invite an experienced person to point out what you are not doing that you should be doing. And it appears that the answer is probably right there. You're just walking on money. You're just, the opportunity was waiting for you for the last 5 years and you haven't taken on it. And it was always there. You were just oblivious about its existence. That's the biggest problem with those two skills. You don't grow because you don't know what you don't know. What's the solution here? Inviting an expert, the person who has done this before, to look at your situation, to assess your situation, and point out the gap. But so many people refuse to do this, feeling like they could figure out on their own. Okay, well, everybody's have a choice, and the question is what choice will be yours. I will give you one example. Let me give you an example of when managers couldn't figure out what the problem is until they invited Dr. Cialdini to point out what was wrong and what the solution is. So there was an issue with teams which made great gains toward their goals, but had a tendency to slow the progress down in the second part of the project. So what Dr. Cialdini research revealed is that the slowness started to be observed after a midway celebration, halfway through celebration with the teams. So how that could be an impact? The critical factor contributing to the problem appears to be the message that leaders send on that midway half through celebration to the team. In most cases it sounds like this: congratulations to all of you, you have made a great progress towards the goal. It turns out it's a mistake. And it's not a mistake to congratulate the teams, they are entitled to that. The mistake is to congratulate them on the progress. So when you actually use the word progress, you make the teams to look back to what already happened. And that creates a feeling of achievement and creates a perception that most of the work has already been accomplished and nothing is to worry about. What Dr. Cialdini suggested to say. He suggested, instead of congratulations teams on the project, on the progress, he suggested to thank people and compliment them about their commitment to the goal. So he suggested to make people focus on the future, on what is yet to be done, and focus on the goal. So make people look ahead toward the work that needs to be done, and they will stay motivated and focused to achieve that goal. This is the change of one word that we should never miss. And if we don't know the Cialdini principles, or principles of influence, it's very hard to figure it out. Who would know that this would be a mistake and how it impacts people? You will never get this feedback of a member coming to you and saying, hey, don't congratulate me on the progress, it doesn't motivate me. Nobody will give you this feedback. So you need to be smart, and you need to understand a little bit of human psychology. You don't need to be a guru in human psychology, but you need to understand the fundamental basics, the 7 principles of influence. Now imagine if you just put this one principle into work, how much more gain, how much more momentum your business and your teams will get. But now imagine, what if you put all 7 principles at work? How much more empowered your teams will be. If you would like to learn more about Cialdini principles, the link will be in the comments below. Please check it out. But of course, the choice is yours.